Yeah, folks. What is going on here with this molten lava? Oh my God. Watch your toes now.
Especially your big toe.
Watch your big toe.
No way, is that new design for the Christmas ornament?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Folks, this is Marcy right now, and what she's not doing is messing around. She's getting crazy with the glass. You see how it moves right here. Look at that action. She just made some serious conceptual art. She picked up a giblet. And I think we're gonna move on real soon here because we got a lot in store for you all tonight. I hope everybody's doing amazing. Chris, what's special about the start of the show tonight?
Well, we're on show number 140.
Uh-oh.
Guys, here we are, the holiday couple. Where are you? Dun, 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 dun. And it's 140, and on the zeros and the fives, right?
Watch out.
On the zeros, show 140, we're doing what you all love the most, glasketball.
Boom.
And that's right, we're going to see who's going to get their name on the GA Cup for glasketball. No tool educational experience today because we're on the zero, 140, 150, 160 glasketball, and you said...
raindrops are on the fives.
Oh, on the fives, 45, 55, 65,
75,
100, 205.
Yep.
Yes.
We're going to be hitting 200s this year.
I know.
So glasketball for everybody, if you want to just step over here and give them a quick demonstration before we decide who's going first.
All right.
How many of you all have seen us play glasketball before? Demonstration does not mean warm up and get the distance down.
No,
Just means
demonstration
show 'em.
was do a demonstration.
No. I'll come over here and show you because he's not allowed to do this. He's about to get disqualified.
No.
Here is the length, folks, and you take a gather, just like Chris is
I'll
doing.
just do it from right here.
There you go, perfect. And he's going to take this and cut off a little nib of glass and shoot it. You see it glowing on the floor there. He's shooting, and he's not great. That's why I am the reigning champion, folks. Watch out.
Interference.
But he's shooting
On a pull Michelle move here.
Uh-oh, here it goes. Into the bucket, folks.
And you can't even do it. Hey!
And he got one. Disqualification.
Well, I won't be using these.
So we're going to spin the mold real fast. We got the line right here behind me.
I wasn't competing, I was demoing because they don't know what's going on.
Put your foot in the middle, folks. We're going to see who's going first by spinning the mold. Oh. And there's no handicap, Mom.
For short people, come on.
Wow, that was a real soft spin,
What?
but I guess I'm going first. No big deal.
Spin it.
Down to 3. Ooh,
Oh,
better
number
spin.
two, number two.
Chris is number 2. Number 3. The lady's taking up the rear.
A
It's an even
neutral.
split, but it hit Mom's toe, so it's definitely Michelle.
So
And Marcy's going to be taking up the rear.
I'll take the camera then.
So she's got the camera. I'm going to go ahead and gather up the first gather. Folks, if you're new to the show or if you're just joining us, this is the gathering point. It's Tuesday night. We just had our holiday VIP show on Sunday, so we got some really cool pieces to show you from that amazing, incredible show. And we're back to the regular schedule here now. So
Yeah, show 140, glasketball.
to remind everybody,
Regular scheduling your program. How did they used to say that on TV?
back to your regular scheduled
Yeah,
program or
when
something like that.
When the president interrupted the TV show.
Yes, exactly.
I don't ever remember the president interrupting it, but
But just to go back over the rules, regular standard size pipe, no reheats, cut as many as you can. The person with the most in the bucket wins.
one gather, no pre-gathers.
Correct.
And here goes Jake. You got some diamonds, Jake?
I got diamonds. I'm going for a nice big gather to give myself plenty of opportunities because that's how you win. I'm standing behind the line, and actually this is a pretty far one here.
Yeah, you do that far away.
Really far. Ooh,
Whoa.
overshot it.
There's a challenge.
I got a challenge here.
There's
Oh.
those half points.
Oh! This is not looking good here today, folks. Come on. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh. Woo! Whoa.
Fiddling in the corner. Don't mean to distract you all.
3.
Oh.
Maybe one more. Give it
All
to
that's left is a punty.
one last shot. Oh.
Woo, 3.
You got 3.
That is a far distance right there. You couldn't even reach out and tap the last one in. But look at this beautiful pile of close calls. No points though. But there's 3 plus 1 in there. Chris had the warmer upper.
So all I
And-
gotta do is get 4.
You gotta go for 4. Let's see what you got. He's getting warmed up now. Stretching it out. Bucket is empty. Bucket is clean. It's go time. Folks, I hope you're having a great night tonight. It's a beautiful night. The Wings are playing at 7 o'clock halfway through our show. That's hockey, folks. And Chris has got a massive gather here. So let's see what happens. He's cutting from the side. Interesting. I went from the front. He's getting a bunch pre-lined up for himself. Number 1. Oh, he almost went negative points on that one. Just send it towards the bucket. The pain, the pain. Michelle's all quiet over there getting ready to go. She's getting her,
Come on! Where's those other diamonds?
Uh-oh, he's switching up the tool. It's the tool's fault. He's got some sort of giant glob. Some sort of art piece happening here. Nothing. Oh, nothing. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Who's cleaning up this mess?
The shop elves.
Yeah, Mr. Not stuff all over the studio.
Oh!
In and out.
Doesn't matter, it went in.
Bounced out.
No good.
It's not down.
He's going for the giant final shot, folks. Oh,
Is that the shears I wanted?
Come on, this is a bunch of crap.
nice dodge, Marcy. Nice dodge.
Jesus.
All right, folks, no big deal. Still the reigning champ. We got 2 more opportunities here
Good luck.
to lose my reigning champ title. We're gonna see.
Both of them.
You want me to take the camera and you can kind of get warmed up over there for the next one?
I don't know, guys. That wasn't as easy as I thought.
I just want to get the zoom in on everyone's
Gosh.
face when I go for the championship again.
You don't have to move anything. Leave them right there. Come on, it's our debris.
Explode on the floor.
That's a big boy.
That is dangerous.
All right, here comes Michelle.
Just getting a hit.
Whoa! Great shot.
It's more important than trying to get 500 back.
Exactly. Great shot.
Just
Close,
more
but no
tries
cigar.
is all I was thinking.
I'm in the danger zone, but it's worth it
Go.
for this camera shot. She's going for shot number 4. Close, a little long.
I'm inventing a game, and I'm going to make all you tall people suffer.
She said she's going to invent a game and make us tall people suffer. I'm only like an inch taller than my mom.
Yep. Nice try,
Close,
nice
very
try.
close.
All right, so now we got Fancy Girl.
Marcy. Who's got their bets on Marcy here tonight, folks? Let's see it in the comments. If you're watching on any of the 3 streaming services we're on here tonight, shoot us some love in whatever way that happens technologically.
And take special note that she's got her basketball elbow brace on from when she used to play professional basketball.
That's the truth. Marcy was dunking all over people with the hot glass. Look at her fingers working. She's taking a large gather. She's got the shears in her back pocket ready to go.
Whoa.
Marcy's certainly getting her gathering down better after doing many trees this season. You need to take a large gather for those trees. And I'm still in the danger zone. I'm gonna back it up a hair here, folks.
Jay's getting nervous.
If you all remember the time she threw the glass over the rafters on our raindrop toss, it was treacherous. Great shot.
Oh!
Oh! It's looking good. Her foot is over the line.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. No wonder she was so close. She's doing hot dogs now.
Oh! They're getting close. That first one was the best so far.
Oh!
What a
Swish!
shot. Beautiful. Maybe one or two more here without hurting the shears. Oh!
It's always watching the jaw, folks. The jaw and the mouth.
The jaw shows.
That lets you know how they're concentrating.
Last shot. Can she get two? Take second place.
She's going for it.
She's reaching for it.
Oh!
Reach, Marcy, reach!
Oh, that was close.
Is this the Zamboni?
Here comes the Zamboni, folks. Smile and wave, smile and wave. That's awesome.
You see, she's just kind of gently catching the broom on fire.
So we're probably about 30 plus shots here collectively as a team. You can see that glass is all stiff. They're little kernels on the floor now. Marcy had a beautiful shot there, sitting right in the sun. And there's no sun. It's pretty dark out here, but
I think that's the first one I ever got.
that was pretty good. And from the long side, it's pretty darn good too. But
But we still have the reigning champ.
thank you.
I think I'm going to, hold on a second now, don't turn that. I think I'm going to start practicing. You can't get good at glassball if you don't practice. And you know what? If there's any other glass blowers out there that thinks they might be better at glassball than us,
Let's
practice up and come to the Gathering Point show
right.
to challenge us.
That's right. Calling all challengers.
I don't think there's any glass blowers out there that got enough kahunas to come challenge us.
All right.
So, let's go over to the board.
Yeah, show them the board.
Jake's getting the door off there. We got a nice hot glory hole getting buck wild. Now come over here. We got the Gathering Point, guys. Show number 140. Just to reestablish who we are the Glass Academy. We're in Dearborn, Michigan, the Water State, Great Lakes. And we are 10 minutes outside of Detroit City, right by the airport, and we are loving it. This is started in the COVID era, and we're on show 140, and we're getting busy. We always start up with a warmer upper that warms us up. Glassball didn't warm me up. I got nothing out of it. It was horrible for me. After the warmer upper, we got a custom gnome for Kelly, and this one's gonna have a Christmas tree hat on it. Then we've got a custom tulip glass for Sharon. A lot of customs tonight, guys. We told you, get your customs in the month of December. It's the perfect Christmas gift. Go to the website, fill out a custom order form. Jake will reach out to you, and you can be on the show. At least your piece being made on the show. Number 4, another custom gnome for Kelly, a Santa's hat. And then we've got the giveaway. Every week we do a free giveaway. We make a piece, we raffle it off the following week, and all you got to do is answer our question and send the answer to enews@glassacademy.com right there before your very eyes, and you could win. We do the wheel of names. You're going to see how it goes tonight. Make sure that you do these things for us, because we love you and we know you love us because you're checking us out. So SHARE, the feed to everybody out there so that we get more followers and grassroots marketing. We love it. You got anything to say about that, Jake?
I do. I think that first, since we've got these immense customs tonight, maybe we were skipping the warmer upper, or are you pretty set on doing a warmer upper?
I'm doing a warmer upper.
All right, that's fine.
It'll be a quickie.
You want to start it up, and I'll show them briefly the board, and then we'll get into the piece.
I think maybe I'm going to do, for a warmer up, I'm going to do a little mini tree.
Okay.
A little mini Michigan pine.
All right.
I'm talking mini, folks. I'm talking mini. That's right.
Well, what I'll say about the products we're about to show you is, first of all, folks, this is a special show because We just had our virtual VIP holiday event yesterday, 2 days ago on Sunday. It went amazing. You had to purchase tickets for it. It was an exclusive online event, and it went super smooth. So we have those pieces from the show. We want to show you what kind of one-of-a-kind pieces were made. We also have a beautiful display of featured, specifically drinkware tonight. This is also including the Anila reveal from last week's show. So why don't we start down here on the bottom and show these 3 mugs here that were made last week, last Tuesday on the Gathering Point. They turned out ridiculous, and they're for sale tonight on the Glass Academy website where we sell all of our product. And folks, there is a live feed page specifically for this. It goes live at 6:30 this evening.
I put these here because I don't know that we answered the question live. Do you know what that question was?
Yeah, we didn't, because our last e-news giveaway question was, what are the 3 classic products designed and only at the Glass Academy Hot Shop here in Dearborn, Michigan? And the answer is the Michigan pine tree in many different styles. You've got the snowflake, these are winter products, and the Michigan icicle.
So the answer was 3, but now look what happened.
We do have a slug, and that is completely exclusive to the Glass Academy. Not necessarily a winter slug, but this is our limited edition peppermint slug, available for not too much longer, but it is on the website now, folks. We're gonna get into all of these. We have sets of drinkware tonight. First time we've done this, put together many beautiful sets, and we've actually given them all a little bit of a price decrease to get this available to you all in a special for Christmas time holiday spirit.
Popping in with some tech support to start out. Those of you who were on Sunday's show and need the link to watch the show, read the prior Facebook post from LiveScale. They're having technical difficulties. So we will get that as soon as we can.
Yeah, we've got individual pictures of all those products on the website, folks. We'll give you more detail as we get into the show, but jumping into the glass, what you're here for is live and free glass blowing. So Chris is making a miniature Michigan pine, and that's gonna be what? What is that part?
That's the trunk.
The trunk?
The trunk of the pine. And now we're going for some branches. And this is one little buggeroony. Branches, we're going green. The Michigan pines traditionally are...
Well, we got multiple greens.
That's right. So we're just going to go with the transparent green, Jake.
Transparent green it is, folks. I've got crystal clear glass, and right now I'm adding a layer of this beautiful transparent green onto the top to melt it into the surface.
We might even be able to get all of the branches off that one bit because it's a mini, one of a kind, guys. This thing is gonna be something that's rare. A lot of these free giveaways we do are one-offs, and they're gonna definitely be collectible. And for people to research and see what the giveaways were back on show 140, and then putting that out there for people to collect and find out what they are.
Well, we do sign everything from the live feed has the show number on
Yeah,
it.
so they're collectible, man. People are gonna be going after all these one-of-a-kinders.
So watch how the glass is so hot, he's not gonna have to cut it at all. He spins it fast, the opposite direction, it spirals off, and now he's gonna go into leaf creation mode.
What are you doing?
Snipping her up right now, and I'm making sure I get plenty of nice cuts on there and to get a little heat on it. It's gonna be one little tiny pine, but the cool thing about them is I love the proportions because whether the thing's only gonna be 3 inches, 2.5 inches tall, it's gonna look like it's huge, 100 feet tall.
Now, I think the correct word for this mini pine tree is a sapling. Just stretching that out with the shears. It's very important to heat the glass more than you think when you're making pine trees because there's oftentimes little sharp edges to each of the rings of foliage we apply to the tree. How many of our amazing viewers out there already own a Michigan pine themselves, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Indiana, or
Cucamonga.
Cucamonga? Do you have a Michigan pine? Are you representing?
That's not a place. I don't believe you.
Marcy said she doesn't believe Cucamonga is an
Oh,
actual place.
we've had fans of ours send us the map's image of where Cucamonga is several times.
Yep. On a different note, and a really, really good idea from one of our amazing fans of the Gathering Point here, folks, is that we've got, maybe you could take a quick zoom in on it over there, an Australian flag from one of our viewers that was sent to us, and we're representing here in the shop. And an amazing idea came up and was presented to us that perhaps if people were interested in sending their country or their state flag to us in a miniature form, we could begin a wall of viewership.
I like that.
And I think it's a really cool idea. If we had 20 flags up there,
That wall right there.
totally,
Really well.
it would be super cool.
The wall of countries.
Because we do love, and since the pandemic, we have not been able to reach out to so many people across the world. But we're loving the opportunity to bring this craft, what we love, to everybody around the world.
It is not easy to do this.
I just put up some more pipes. We went through the glassball pipe situation and we used many of our solid pipes. So as the glass cleared off of them, I put up new ones. The glass is 2,000 degrees, but if you start a piece and you've got a cold blowpipe, all the heat of the glass goes into the metal, and it's very difficult to work the glass and maneuver it the way that you want to. So it's nice to have fresh pipes at all times.
Not only that, but it also thermoshocks the steel.
What does it do?
Thermal shocks,
Thermal shocks.
therefore deteriorating our pipes faster.
Yep, and there's nothing you could do about that. Over time, we chop the pipes down thinner and thinner because they get deteriorated and they get pointy. And so I'd say, I mean, some of the pipes we just did that to, and maybe 5 years from now, we'll probably buy another set of 5 or 6 or 7 pipes. And they're not cheap. The punnies are cheaper, but blow pipes, $200 minimum a piece. And the larger they get, the more expensive they get. There's a lot of,
There's like a brand name.
their brand names for sure.
The Cadillac of blowpipes.
That's right.
All right, I think I'm ready for my snowy mound.
What do you think the Cadillac will look like?
Uh,
Preference?
yeah, I like Spiral Arts.
You like spiral arts?
So I'm coming in with just a tiny mound of glass. I'm gonna get a little dash of white on one side, and then if I come in here, maybe try and get the zoom into the hole on this one. I'll show them how it swirls up. So I let it pretty much drip off of the pipe, and right before it's about to fall, I catch that raindrop. And by doing that, I'm swirling that clear with the white, and that's super important to how we make these bases so that they've got some action. They don't look stale.
And this is one of our signature items, guys. That was a question that was out there over the last couple weeks.
That's right.
This is a trademarked item, the Michigan Pine, along with the Michigan Icicle and the Michigan Snowflake.
So I just put a little dollop on the Marver here.
Here's the little guy right here. Zoom in on our little buddy. Little tiny pine tree there. He's got some nasty gnarls inside the stem, looking good.
For every dollop we put on the Marver, we always hit it with a GA stamp, folks. Every product we have has a GA stamped into it. It stands for the Glass Academy, who we are. So there's that GA, and here comes Chris with his miniature tree. He sticks it right onto the patty.
Honestly, I think Chris can lift this and just set it in the
Maybe I'll do that.
That is an adorable warmer-upper.
This is going to be the giveaway next week. Make sure you answer the questions tonight, guys, because that's that little guy that you're going to win. I like it.
That's the warmer-upper,
Where are we going? What a kneeler.
number 2.
This is the warmer-upper. It's being given away.
So that's a misspeak, folks, on Chris's part. It's
What?
the warmer-upper. We do the giveaway at the end of the show.
Oh, my mistake. You're right. So you're
Yes.
not going to win it. But answer the question anyways. Maybe for the giveaway, we'll do another one.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to do another one of those little minis for the giveaway, put it in the feed. Send us a message. If you guys say that's what you want us to make, we'll make it for you. And then this little guy will be for sale.
There we go.
I like it.
So, if we're looking at the board, we're on track for what's up next, which is the custom gnome. The first of two for Kelly here. They're both in Christmas spirit. The first one is gonna have a tree on the head, as in the gnome's hat. It's gonna be a gnome tree-hatted Christmas special. The other one, this is by design. Kelly reached out and said, hey, I love the gnomes. I want to do this one. I want to do this one. And we talked about it together. This is the first one. The second one's going to be a Santa hat. It's going to be a collaboration piece. And because that's the way we like to do it here, I'm going to make pretty much the majority of the gnome, get the beard on there, the nose, the boots, and then I'm going to hand it off to Chris. And he's going to be making the tree portion of the gnome. And it's going to be sweet. So let's go for it. We got our clipboard here. I'll remind myself, the one with the tree, we got a brown body, white beard, artist choice on the nose and the feet. And I think Chris is going to take the camera for this one because, or Michelle, because Marcy's going to be assisting me. So let's get down to it.
All right, guys. I got the gyroscoping.
Yeah.
Lingo jingo. What's this thing called again?
The gimbal.
The gimbal.
You don't have to yell.
Our good
thanks.
friend gimbal.
What's going on over here, beautiful?
Cookies.
All right, so we're showing off some glass over here, guys. What is the story with this glass here, Shell?
Oh,
these are all pieces that we made during our signature show.
VIP show.
The VIP Glass Christmas Show, the first annual, second VIP show we ever did. These are all these one-of-a-kind sweet little items.
And did we mention that these were all giveaways?
Yep.
Everything you see here on the table was made at the show and is a giveaway. And do you know why we have 2 trees out?
I have no idea.
Because one was the show tree,
Nice.
and then Jake made another one for the gallery. He was super excited because let me set him down.
That's what I'm talking about. And we actually had you folks, everybody who was on the VIP show who bought a ticket, got to vote if we wanted to put Christmas ornaments on them or not. And you all voted Christmas ornaments, so that's what we put on there. Check them out. I love it. All right.
oh yeah.
So we got Jake here gathering up his molten glass. He's making the gnome, guys.
That's right, and I got 3 coats of a beautiful brown body here, kind of like a leather brown, and I'm putting just some specks, light specks of an iridescent gold, just for some Christmas color in there, and then I'm gonna blow the body out.
So you basically saying that this gnome is gonna have magic pants?
Maybe.
Very nice.
And what I am doing a little differently than our traditional gnome is I'm gonna blow this one out. I'm gonna have it be a hollow gnome. We're switching up the texture a little bit here, and our products are always evolving, and I love the gnomes. I wanted to add a little something extra to them. So they weren't just solid, and we're gonna give them a little life of air in here.
For those of you guys who are asking about the educational portion of our show, that got bumped because it's show 140. Any of the shows with a 0, 40, 50, 60, 70, we have the traditional gasket ball competition.
That's right, every
and
10.
if you weren't here in the beginning of the show, that's what we were doing. We were playing gasket ball, and Jake won. He got 3 of them in the basket.
Well,
so his name will go on to the Glass Academy
Good.
Cup as being the winner tonight.
which we do need to feature. We do need to feature very soon here and remind people what we put together for the Detroit Glass Champions Cup. 'Cause it's cool. But I'll make sure when I scribe it, I'll set it over here somewhere so next week we can hold it up, or I'll hold it up.
I like it. Yeah. All right. So Jake's got his body of the gnome going on
about a
right
paddle
now,
here?
guys. Looking good. He's
On the
using the
next heat.
jacks, something that's already been featured as one of our educational pieces of equipment. Marcy's
paddle.
showing off the paddle.
May
Someday
come.
that could be one of our educational pieces. We don't know though.
I don't know.
Very just
None of that.
Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate you letting me know that I'm in a drought of the championship cup. I hear ya, but I'm going to be
Good.
breaking through that drought. That's why I said I'm going to start coming in late night and practicing basketball so I can get on there.
Yes. Actually, we're going to put the 2 feet on first.
feetsies.
Oh, I thought you said punties.
Feetsies.
Feetsies. So now you see what I did here. By blowing it out, I'm able to make a little bit wider of a bottom on this little fella. And by doing that, he's going to be able to sit stronger. We're going to decide on the fly, I spoke with Kelly about it, whether or not, depending on the height and the top heaviness of each gnome, if we're going to be putting him on a patty or if he's going to be a standalone gnome. But the last thing we want is to give you some treacherous piece of wobbly business and then it falls off your shelf and takes out your pet hamster.
There's something about the rhyme of the standalone gnome that just rolls off your tongue, at least mine.
Yes, it does.
Standalone gnome. Ma, ma, ma. Phew. All right, so she's got some feet coming on.
We got this color out called Vanilla. It's a really cool color for the feet, for both the boots and schnoz. We like to match those two, and we've done gold, totally bling bling and adventurine ones before. We've done all brown, like leather. We've done pretty much many different colors.
Have you ever done purple boots and purple nose? Jake?
Only pink. I've only done pink.
Nice.
Website is live, folks.
All right, guys, he's adding on the feet right here, the boots. There's one, and they're going for the other one, but the website is live, and check
Thank
out
you.
this spread. We got a holiday spread there that would blow your mind. And no, folks, no, this amazing gift is not for sale. It's just up there looking good because a real good friend of ours gave us that. Thank you very much, Boston woman. All right, but look at all this beautiful stuff. It's looking good. It's live on theglassacademy.com. These guys got the second foot on there.
Nope, just the first. We were grabbing another tool.
Oh.
We needed that important butter knife. But look at the way I shaped this boot up here. Super puffy, sitting up onto his body, so we've got a perfectly flat bottom on it.
Ready?
That is looking good. It's looking comical and great. I'm ready. Here comes boot number dos.
I don't know if there's anything comical about these gnomes because this particular little gnome has probably got enough upper body strength and base booty strength to flip a car,
Yeah.
flip a small vehicle.
Yeah, gnomes are traditionally, and most people don't know about it, but thanks to our Glass Academy addicts and Wikipedia and our friend Goggle, we've learned that gnomes are one of the strongest under rock living creatures. So don't let them around your car because they get all riled up.
Just don't mess with them. If you
Or
see
just
a
don't
gnome,
mess with them, yeah.
let them hang out in your garden. They like hanging out in gardens. They like tipping. Yep,
That's
they
pretty
like
adorable.
tipping rocks over.
Look at those
digging holes.
toes.
Ooh.
Most of their strength comes from the boot. You can see how wide those are. If that was a human being, the proportions would be a hair off, but that's why we're not flipping cars.
Well, there's definitely nothing human about a gnome. At all. And no, folks, Jake just wasn't scratching his chin for no reason.
That was code.
It was secret gnome code for bring me a beard. And that's what Marcy's doing over there. She's gathering up a molten beard.
The beards actually aren't easy to do. If we're talking technique a little bit here, you're gonna see the way it goes on. And I already explained to Marcy, we haven't made a lot of gnomes together. Gnomes were from last year, but I explained the size to her, which she's got right there. It's a little big, but I'll just use the end of it. And then the color, but the amount of heat you need to have on this, so I have the amount of time I need to get all the swirls of a beard, of a traditional gnome beard in there. is super important, and so that's what we spoke about, and I think 2 schmacks will do just right. We've started using a larger grain white instead of a super fine grain white, so you see the texture, the wisps of a white gnome beard in there.
So basically the wisps of the hair. Here's a little bit of glassball remnants, guys. There was the basket, there's the balls, and Jake won it by getting 3 of them in there. Marcy got 1, I got none.
He had half a one.
And you got none either. I'm not crying, I'm not crying.
I'm
Michelle
ready.
got none, she's over there. We're
Here
going for the
comes
beard,
a
guys.
hot and soupy beard. You always want to have the beard touching the boots. That's how you know it's a solid beard. It's grown to his feet. Very important. Gnomes will totally judge each other upon the length of their beard, and I think most people know that. That's pretty common knowledge. But here I'm going to take it to Swirlville.
Ooh, little beard going right down in the boots.
Yeah, they got to wash their beards pretty frequently when they're dragging on the floor like that.
Dragging behind him with mud all over him.
Yeah, it gets pretty gnarly. Weren't you just talking about some style, some pant style the other day?
Some pants style.
That you would cut up and let them drag behind your feet and get all dirty and nasty?
Oh yeah, I was talking about the Big Bells.
Oh.
How many of you folks remember the Big Bells back in the day? That's when I was in like grade school and junior high. You always let them drag behind your feet.
Hold on. Punny first.
Can you ask where people are from?
Hey, where's everybody from out there, guys? Let us know. Hit us up with your state, your country, maybe even what room you're in. You could be watching TV in the storage closet, but I would prefer that you say you were in the jacuzzi room, in the jacuzzi with one of those TVs that raises up and shows the Glass Academy Gathering Point live feed right on it. All right, we're going for a little bottom
Very
bit.
wise idea, which I was kind of on the edge about just because I didn't do it at the very beginning. But Marcy said, you better do a Maurice, my friend. And that's a little clear piece on the bottom that's going to give us more stability and extra time to work on this once we flip them around, because we've got to put the nose on and we've got to put the tree.
Nice. Getting ready for the punty or the transfer, guys. I'm going to show you the table here right now with some of the items we got up here. We got drinkware, guys, coming out of the wazoo. Look at those beautiful, beautiful wine glasses, pinkies, just like Pinky Tuscaderos, number 4, gorgeous. Those are stemware wine goblets. Now we've got some wine tumblers, number 3. We've got a beautiful number 13 Michigan Pine with the COVID-19 star on the top, you guys. Talk about cherishing a memory that you don't want to remember, but artists do have the job of making sure that they capture these crazy times in artwork. We've got these beautiful bourbon glasses, sipping glasses, number 10. This guy's laying down. What's going on here? Number 10 is a perfect set of glasses right there. Lime green. Look at these Tasty Rocks glasses. Woo-wee. Got some other stuff going on down here, but I'll get back to that because I want to get back to the gnome.
You know what I did want to say about those glasses, and they are available on the website, is that previously we've upcharged for doing a set of something because it's difficult when you're hand making things to make them identical and make them a matching set. And tonight, which I talked with Michelle about, we've decided we're going to decrease the cost of each of those sets because it's the holiday season. We want to move product to you all. We wanted to get it in your homes, and they're pieces we're really proud of, and we think those are really cool. So
check them out on the website, guys.
check them out. Check out the pictures. There's some beautiful sets, and There's nothing better than drinking out of handmade glass.
Yeah, how long do those items, Gabby, stay on the website that are on the feature table today? How long are they up for people to purchase?
They came down until we had the show relay and those
These particular pieces right here, how long are they up on the website?
So they stay up
So
for a week.
they're on the website all week, guys. Yep. So any of those featured items that are on our featured item table, if you go to bed tonight and you wake up sweating in the middle of the night, having a nightmare that you didn't get that beautiful set of bourbon glasses for your husband, for your grandpa,
Don't put yourself in that scenario.
just get it, man. Just sign back on and get those glasses.
So I just put the schnoz on there, matching the color of the boots, and Marcy did the exact same amount of color. You could tell right now, but you'll tell even better after the annealer reveal when you see these final pieces cooled down.
So that's a vanilla colored
Vanilla.
snazzer.
It almost, yeah, it's vanilla because it's not white. It almost has like a yellow tint to it. It's a really unique color we don't use in most circumstances, except for it's perfect for a gnome schnoz and boots.
I like it.
And take a look at this guy right now. He came together.
Oh, look at that. Look
Texture.
at the schnoz. He's looking good. So now we're planning on putting a Christmas tree hat on this guy. So does that mean that
It's handoff time.
you're taking the camera, Marcy's holding on to Mr. Gnomey Gnome, and I'm going along with this?
The only thing I would say you have to worry about, Chris, when putting this on is making sure that that hat comes down over where his eyes would be.
Oh,
so it
yeah.
is a gnome that's peeking out under his brim.
All right, so let's do a...
Just to confirm, as you're in mid-thought, you've never done this before, right?
I've never done this before,
That's
but we're
right.
gonna go for it just like if you were dropping me, Marcy, a icicle patty for the bottom of a tree with a little bit of white swirled in it. Do that same thing, swirl it up, we're gonna drop it on this guy's head, and then we're gonna add a stem on. I think it's gonna have to be squashed down about that big around, so maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And if there's any extra, I'll just leave that on your pipe and I'll just take what I need. But I want to come up short because I don't want this giant schnoz not getting a little cover-up action.
Giant schnoz, folks. I'm on the comments here. Right now, I'm taking a look at Facebook. I know we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch as well. So a shout out to everyone over there. We'll rotate around the comments we're looking at. If you got questions, we have people. We have amazing tech support over here. Holla, holla. And they are watching all the comments and making sure everything's going smooth. So if you do have questions, please shout out. But another shout out here to Robin, who she's commenting right now. She's been doing a lot of shipping and packing from our VIP show 2 days ago. So shouts out to Robin. She's doing an amazing job. We got Sharon in the house. She's ready for her custom order tonight. Rose with the iPad and a glass of wine. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Carol, these sets are all one of a kind. These are all, as most of our drinkware is, hardly repeated. We do have these wine glasses on the website, both those and those, numbers 1 and 3. Every other set on the table tonight is one of a kind. And what's happened? You got Kelly obviously watching tonight. She's
I'm
getting
wondering if
her,
I should drop it to get it wide
sweet
enough.
Custom orders
Nah,
done
I think we're gonna be good.
right
Go ahead and give it to
What's
me.
happening, Amy? And what? Where in the? I'll switch my hat up in a jiffy, real fast.
Full?
Look at this application. Super hot, white application on top. This is going to be the brim of the hat, technically, and then we're going to put the tree right on top of it. Look at the way he's cutting into the glass. I've just had an amazing Christmas hat transplanted onto my head somehow. Now he's putting swirls, putting a lot of texture into the surface.
All right, a stem.
And Marcy's added her festive cheer.
Trunk to a tree. Bring it on over. We're making a tree, right? Christmas tree hat.
Oh yes.
So it's gonna be brown. We're gonna do the same thing we just did with that little Christmas tree on this guy's head.
What's happening to tech support, folks. We love it when you show love to the tech support. I say it as often as I can. We are making glass in front of the camera every single night, 140 shows now, but it took 140 shows
Beautiful.
plus
All three?
of time to do the back end work, to brainstorm on how we get this technology figured out as artists. We are not with the most technologically advanced of brains around here.
My
That's looking
brain,
perfect, Marcy.
my brain's advanced.
Marcy's working the 3 different browns we have out for the trunk of the stem. That's our
Swirl
tree
up.
trunk stem mix chewer.
More smacks and then swirl it up.
Carlin, yes, I will go over there. We'll talk about the experimental pieces as soon as we get this piece done, if I can remember. And I will try to remember.
How'd the annealer reveal go?
It didn't go.
Oh,
Because we had our show and we did our VIP show and totally forgot about the annealer reveal. So that's why we're showing off the mugs here on the table available for purchase. And then we're going to show the experimental show pieces from Thursday's show.
We're gonna spin. Is that all right?
what'd you say?
We're gonna spin to do the swirl?
You guys,
Yeah.
Carrie's wondering if
Just swirl on the pipe, it's fine.
Okay.
Carrie's wondering if I think there's going to be professional glassgetball in my future. You guys got anything to say about that?
You've gotten the most shots out of everybody, so.
Marcy's being kind. Chris has got nothing to say. John, what's happening? Kelly's wondering what each artist's favorite holiday tradition is. That's a great question. We love the technical questions, but we love a little personal questions too. Holiday tradition? I don't know. I like just seeing family. Look at that cut. Right at an angle. Beautiful. It's just about seeing family to me. I love getting together when there's Christmas lights around. You all get together and just hang out and have a day of doing nothing together. It's super cool. And I think it's a little more even different for us because Chris and Michelle, my parents and I, work together almost every day. So to just get out of the shop and go do something that's family oriented.
It's a pine tree.
Yes, green.
And is there like a specific?
Nope.
Emerald green is what I want. It's all artist choice.
Yep, that's perfect.
Just emerald green.
And yeah, that's my answer. I'm gonna let them focus on the piece. We'll get to that later. He's putting some beautiful knots and swirls into this tree. I think it's looking beautiful. First ever gnome with a tree on top, folks.
All right, bring it on.
Carlin, we're gonna show you that star for sure. And you know what, matter of fact, right now, Michelle, do you wanna just go look at the experimental pieces?
They're right here. They were right there. I put them right here.
Oh, one step ahead of the game as usual. Folks, these are the experimental pieces from our Thursday show where we get 2 prompts. Michelle, yours was twinkling and
Sad.
sad, and mine was waterfall and mellow.
So we did get some new names. I'll make sure they get in the bucket.
New names, we're gonna add them to the bucket, folks. Thanks for your inclusion in our experimental show. And we're gonna pull those prompts from the bucket at the end of the show today.
Do they know the question?
They know the question. I think we went over it once, folks, but here is the e-news question, and I believe we should have right where you're supposed to be sending it on the screen. But the question for tonight, folks, is what is your favorite part of our glass?
Nice and hot.
Is it opening the box, hanging it on your tree, using the glass? Any of the above. We want to hear what you love and what makes you interested in what we do. Look at the length. He pulled that tree stem out real good. Look at the way that pulls off. Was there a question from tech support? Nope. There's no what? No graphic today. No problem. I'll remind him here as he's cutting up that top edge, folks. You answer that question by sending it to enews@glassacademy.com. You email the answer to us, and we pool those emails together. We read every single one, and we enter you into the Wheel of Names, which is where we'll pull someone's name. This week, today, they'll be winning this incredible piece made by Chris at the end of the show last week, and that's a pretty darn tasty giveaway. We're talking about making a miniature tree for the giveaway tonight, similar to the warmer-upper. And honestly, that was just a great warmer-upper for Chris here because he's pretty much doing the same thing right now. This gnome is looking really cool. Talk about a unique piece. That's what happens when you get custom orders, folks. We collaborate your ideas. We know the colors, we know the tools, we know what can work and what can't work. Look at the way he's pulling out those branches.
Yep.
Here comes row number dos.
So yes, Wheel of Names we'll just go do when it's Wheel of Names time.
Wheel of names.
Yeah, and as far as the graphic on there, you know, Sam was working on so many things today, I threw for a loop. So she didn't have it, that's fine.
That's
Sometimes
all right.
that happens.
That's all good because Pam loves the techies. So does Carol.
You know how hard it is to communicate like creatively when you visualize things to a tech person? They think we're nuts because it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, can you draw me a picture? Can you color code that chart, please? I don't understand.
We're definitely visual learners, folks. That's without denial. Drake's asking, and Drake, nice to see you. He's a longtime viewer. Have you made glass like in a little cabin or a house out of glass? Chris, have you ever done something like that?
A little house?
Have you ever made a house or a cabin? That's a pretty precise replica to make out of glass. Marcy?
I had a former classmate, his senior thesis was kind of like this house formation out of like the wooden molds he did in some sort of direction.
A former classmate did make a house assembly out of glass. That's pretty interesting.
Kind of.
Where'd you go to school again, Marcy?
Kent State.
Kent State, folks. Marcy went to school at Kent State. She went for glass blowing, and here, which is not always the case these days, she is doing exactly what she wanted to be doing, working with us full time, having a blast, making artwork every day. Oh, I'm seeing more technical questions come left and right, and I love that a lot. Awesome question from Janet here. Believe, if I remember correctly, Janet might be a Canadian. Remind me if I'm wrong. Is there any way to get glass to glow in the dark, fluorescent, or color changing glass? The answer is yes. They're working on soft glass, and they don't have it precisely down to a precise science. There is a few colors that work well, but typically in borosilicate glass, lamp working, where you make jewelry and smaller glass on a torch like we have mounted to the bench here, they've got many colors of glass: opalescent, changing color glass, and glow-in-the-dark glass. Yes, and actually, Kelly, we didn't talk about it, but that's exactly what we were planning, was to put red ornaments on the top. And that's what Chris and Marcy are going to be doing up here next as soon as the tree gets established. Thanks for the love, folks. The experimental show's a blast, and it's experimental, and I'm looking at that waterfall. I had a plan to make that thing mounted on wood and make it a beautiful wall mounting piece with maybe some painting on the wall behind it, but I'm not 100% satisfied with the texture of the waterfall. I could make it, I think, a little bit more color and a little more falling momentum on there. So I'm gonna toy with that in the near future. Michelle was twinkling and sad, and she made a star out of glass, and that was a pretty cool experiment for her as well. We were totally shooting from the hip with it, and that's what the show's about, to see us learning, to see us experimenting with it. GA stamp on the side, that's beautiful. And Marcy, would you pull out that red cane that we were using to get those ornaments on there?
Really? Ornaments on it?
It is a Christmas tree. Maybe I can get an up close of that real quick.
Of this?
Not the cane. The gnomie. GA stamp on the back.
Give them a flash and find out.
The white is always tough to pick up on the camera, but when you see that on the annealer reveal, folks, you're gonna be blown away. This piece is coming along almost a little better than I had envisioned, but that's what happens when you collaborate with Chris. You hand off the pipe, and all of a sudden something crazy goes down, and it's a beautiful piece. This is where we are right here, folks, the gathering point at the Glass Academy. Family-run business, Dearborn, Michigan. If you're new to the show, I'm always asking. We love to see new people coming in. Here comes some torch work, folks. That's a hot torch. That's probably 2,500 degrees, maybe even hotter, 2,800. And he's just circling little red ornaments onto the leaves, the branches on the side.
Let me take a flash.
Janet, I'll get to the e-news question here right now. E-news question, what is your favorite part of our glass? Any answer is acceptable. Send that to enews@glassacademy.com. Email it over to us, folks. Anything, we just want to hear from you. We try and read as many comments as we can. We miss them sometimes. We don't miss any emails we get. And you can reach out to us through e-news, or you go to the contact page on the website. You can order up custom pieces. You can reach out to us individually. We've got, once you reach out to the contact page, you've got my email, and a lot of people have now kind of bypassed that page and will just email me for custom orders. But it's a beautiful setup, that contact page. Gives you a price budget idea. You can add pictures into that contact form. You know, if you let me know if you want to be called or emailed to speak about the piece. Look at this thing coming up.
Right.
Beautiful.
Good. Nice steady hand on Marcy's.
All right, all right. What's happening? So here we go. Let's take a look at it. Maybe could you just hold that up to me with the white background? Now remember that the red ornaments aren't going to look red right now, but that, folks, is one of the earthiest, gnomiest gnomes I've ever seen. Yeah, that's a way better tree than I think I would have put on there. That thing looks beautiful.
Right. Well,
super cool.
we got the stamp, we got the ornaments, we got all the goodies. We got to get her back into the annealing oven.
Into the annealing oven. What does that mean?
It means we got to cool it down slowly because that glass can't cool down in its natural state. It'll cool down in about 3 to 4 minutes and actually explode. So we're going to put a little bit of water on here. We're going to knock it off, torch the bottom, and then put it into the annealing oven.
This guy does have some pretty thin leaves up there, so let's hope this pops off nice and smooth. I caught it right at the end there. Look at it, it's like he's taking a little
just
nap.
Like butter.
Now that's a cool shot of him right there. Now Marcy's gently gonna heat his bottom up with a super hot torch. And you can't see his eyes, but he's squinting his eyes. Nobody loves to have a hot flame on their buttocks. But that tree looks amazing. I can't wait to see the ornaments on there. That is a beautiful looking product. Chris grabs it, he's flipping it up, it sits nice and steady. Marcy's gonna grab the door. We've got that annealer completely full with product, with slugs from today, and he's in there.
Good job.
You guys, that was pretty nice. That was beautiful.
Looking good, I love it.
Beautiful piece. Nice job, Marcy. Nice job, Chris. To the board. Sure. Thanks, Marcy. So that was amazing. Kelly, first of two. That's a great setup to get us moving on to the next one. Now we're going to be jumping on the pipe, and I'm going to be making a beautiful piece of drinkware for Sharon. Speaking of drinkware, take a look at here. Let's just highlight a couple of these individually. Firstly, the 3 from Tuesday's show. Chris's peppermint mug is insane.
Your pineapple one came out really cool.
Look at that. Peppermint on top. You got the stamp on the side, and like I was saying, every show that we make pieces on, we sign show number 139. So that's just a beautiful piece, folks. These 3 are on the website under the Gathering Point page. This is a sweet one. Christmas colors, the optic twist rope handle, and the white inside is big time. And this guy's pretty big time too with that iridescent blue. Look at the way the foot catches the light.
Kind of like, what was it? Porcelain.
Kind of like porcelain, totally. Couple things I'd like to highlight. These 2 are fresh from last week. These beautiful rocks glasses with the Van Gogh swirls going on. That's black and gold. That is a ridiculous Christmas gift. If you gave that to someone that loves drinking something on the rocks, they'll freak out. You got a couple COVID glasses. People might freak out if they see those too. I heard Chris talking about the set of wine goblets, pink wine goblets for some white wine. I've been on a white wine kick recently, and I've got a goblet at home, yep.
Oh, I need to get you a bottle.
And I've been enjoying it, but those are just beauties. I had a friend in town, and we each drank out of a goblet and had some champagne. It's a beautiful, cool thing. But of course, still on the table, we've got all of our beautiful Christmas gifts, ornaments you can't go wrong with. We've got pins.
New pins.
New pins, the pickle and the candy cane cross. But all kinds of individual products for everyone out there and all kinds of sweet things happening. All right. All right, well, so here we go. I'm getting ready for Sharon's goblet here, and I'm gonna take you over here and show you something. This is pretty interesting. We made for the first time ever a custom set of birthday wine glasses for Sharon. Now we got 3 of them up here because this was one of the coolest color patterns that we've recently come up with. Look at that with the white behind it. A little bit of texture on it too. You look on the inside, look at that basket weave, it's absurd. And then what we did to make it special for her birthday is we plugged a little star Marini into the top lip of the glass. The problem is that we've realized now after 4 more tries, the original one plus 3, is that when you heat up a thin wine goblet or wine glass on the side and stick something in it, it alters the molecular level of the glass so much, having it cold over here and hot over here, that all 3 of these have fracture cracks coming down the side. So that was a bummer, but it's a beautiful color pattern. And so what we're doing now is a goblet out of that pattern with white, no star, but we're gonna add some holly leaves to the bottom.
Ooh, nice, in stem?
Yes. And I was thinking maybe you were gonna do the leaves and put a couple berries in there too. We do another collaboration piece. I'll do the top, we'll do a long stem, a red foot on the bottom, and then I'll hand it off to you to put the leaves on there.
Sounds good.
All right, sounds great. So I got a hot blowpipe here. I'm gonna gather up some glass and go for the white color, which we've got right over here. The size of the gather is super important. I want to be maxing out and using as much space as I can inside that mold. I don't even know what hat I'm wearing yet.
Good.
You want to take the mic from me for the piece while I'm making it?
If you want, or it doesn't matter, it's fine. Unless you want to talk. If you and I are by each other, when I start bringing you bits and stuff,
Yeah.
they hear me, they're hearing me right now, so it's totally fine.
All right, sounds good.
I got me on your left, which is working perfect, it's pointing right at me.
Awesome.
So I know everybody can hear me right now.
I wonder if they hear the jingling of whatever is hitting me on the back of the neck right now.
It's a magnet, but you take the magnet off of it, and now it really jingles.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Montana, when you're hiking in the mountains and you got your bear bells on.
Bear bells.
When you got your bear bells on, you have a magnet, and you put a magnet when you walk in an area where you're nowhere near bears, and it silences the bear bell. So if you got, and then you put a magnet on it.
Interesting.
Maybe you should silence him because he's the only one that's like.
Christmas spirit, little jingles, but it's nice.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, everyone loves hearing a little Santa jingle.
So I'm gonna blow some air in this. I got about 5 coats of white. When I blow this bubble, I'm doing it purposefully, leaving it a little bit thick on the bottom right now, boom. Now that's hollow. I had air going through my thumb to get inside of there, and if anybody doesn't know how that works, they better ask us in the comment section. But I got it shaped up to fit right in that mold, and I think it's gonna max it out. The trick is that it's a smaller mold, and if I'm gonna make the traditional kind of snifter, probably gonna make a tulip shape for Sharon. She likes to use her glasses, they're functional pieces, so I'm making it a little bigger. It's not a tall goblet with just a little cup on top. She likes them shorter, a little bit bigger, kind of snifter style, and that's what we're gonna do here. So I'm going into the mold with it. A lot of air, and now we've got ribs, beautiful ribs. Now the cool thing with the white and what this does is that when I go right now for a heat, on the outside, the tips, not the valleys, the tips of the ribs are getting blasted with the flame right now, and it's actually burning away the white on the edge of those ribs. In the valleys, it's staying pure white. So when I go to swirl it up, it's gonna start to give it a crazy color pattern just by that factor alone. But that's a beautiful swirl there, and we're not done yet. I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna take it and drop it into the mold one more time. We got the twists on them. Now we're going back for straight ribs on top of it. Then we're gonna blow it out and make it into a ridiculous snifter. Sharon, I hope you're doing good, folks. Sharon is hustling. She's, without giving away too much information, she is a holiday elf, packing and shipping and working her butt off in these December months. So props to her, helping out Santa. Now that looks like some kind of corn cob.
And we all know how Christmassy special a corn cob is.
It's special. It's not special, that's right. I like to give this one just a light twist. We don't start blowing it up yet. I just give it that light extra twist there. I'm gonna cut that off, give it a nice heat, and then we're gonna blow this out into the cup shape that is gonna make this a one-of-a-kind special.
All right. Think I got myself a microphone back, folks. Y'all.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So this is where the team aspect comes in, Blow. Good. Blow. Good. This is actually a really tough color pattern to do, Blow. Good. Because it gets so thin up near the neck, and I gotta be very controlling of the way it blows out. But look at that texture.
Looking good.
Scrumptious.
Always reminds me of like a basket weave.
Totally.
Yeah.
How about a clear, nice kind of big stem?
All right.
We're gonna start building the stem off. If you know drinkware, if you've seen our shows before, folks, this is the cup top. We're gonna build the stem off of here and then put a red foot on the bottom. And we got the footing tool right there ready to go. And that's the footing tool. When you say words like that, or you say the optic mold, a lot of times people get the idea that the footing tool is gonna create the perfect foot for me. But it's not that simple. There's so many little intricacies to getting that lined up correct and having it actually squish the glass in a circular form.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of Sharon's size of drinkware because up until now, Sharon's been collecting Chris's work for quite a while, and I've got a few pieces in the collection, but he knows exactly what she's going for.
She usually likes to have a nice drinking glass. It's probably around like anywhere between 30 and 40 ounces.
I'll puff it up a little bit.
Just joshing ya. But it's a nice one. This one looks like it's probably... That's right. 40 ounces is a growler. A growler is 44 ounces.
And we call that a big pour.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you just don't want to get up in your middle of your Netflix
Gathering Point
series,
show.
yeah, or the middle of the gathering point. You don't want to have to get up and go refill.
How about a zoom on this one? So we got it flattened out, and now I'm giving it the long pull. That guy always wants to wiggle around and move, so it's tough to get the equal temperature all the way up in the top again. It takes a couple flashes, let that cool down, keep it nice and straight. Pulled out beautifully. All right. Now we're gonna go for a red, extra juicy footing tool foot. Thank you.
That's the one that he wants to use right there.
Yep. Yeah, it's the footing tool. So that's just two pieces of wood that are stuck together so that you can clamp them upon the glass. And if you get everything lined up correct, I'm going to be able to squish it down. It's got to be all in one heat no matter what. But I'll be able to get a nice, even, symmetrical foot on there. It's all about symmetry in glass. A lot of times people don't. That's what we got to continue to tell ourselves, is that not everyone wants the perfectly symmetrical machine-made glass. But when you're doing the same piece and you're doing drinkware over and over, you are challenging yourself as a glass blower to become better every time. And better means symmetry, in my mind, in most of the cases. Doing a gnome, there is no symmetry in a gnome because he's got the beard on one side, he's got his back on the other side. Huh? Asymmetrical, exactly.
This guy's ready if you like him.
All right, you got a one schmack on there?
One smack.
Give me another one. A little denser red. I'm giving myself a nice strong heat right now so that I know in probably like 10 seconds, Chris is gonna be ready to go. And I'm stiff now. Got the footing tool ready to go. Most important thing about these feet is getting the cut on symmetrical. Perfect. Red's a stiff color, so I'm working a little quicker than usual.
Nice.
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Good. Perfectly proportionate.
Okay, so Jake and Chris, you could both kind of ask this one. The star marinis that we do on the sides of those glasses.
Yeah.
We had a little trouble putting them on that one, but where else could we potentially put them?
On which one?
Little star marinis, like the thing we put in
On the cup over here. We had a hard time on those cups, but we can totally put them on the tree that we did on our virtual show on Sunday.
Sure.
Like in the patty or like on a stem, is that a thing?
Yeah, in the patty, or we could possibly put them on a stem. We do have a very limited supply. I think we have 4 or 5 more of those stars that are left. So it depends on the project, depends on where we want to put them. We like having, when it comes to Marini poles and different Marini styles that we do, we like that there's only there's a finite amount of them. So when we do the slug eyes, a year ago, you might have gotten a different set of eyes on your slug than we have today, because we do a pull, you use up all of those Marinis, and then we're on to something else, like the snowflakes we've done. We did Valentine's Day last year, we did heart Marinis, and those were a huge hit. We've got a few of those left, but we like to experiment with those and then move on to the next process. So the stars are applicable, and if we get enough requests for them, we may make another pull.
I would have fun doing that.
All right, we're flipping this thing around. Right on center. A little bit of cold metal right where we want it to break. And off it goes. And there's Marcy's checking it out with the zoom. You can see how that you've got a hole in there where the air has been going into the top of this cup. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Looking good. We got this thing on the punny now. Jake's going to need to heat up just the top of it and trim that. Pull it out, make it nice and thin. You don't want to have a tulip glass with a thick lip. You want to have it nice and thin.
I think maybe we should put a little red lip wrap on it too.
I think that'd be beautiful.
I think it's going to match the foot, tie it all together. It's a little weird to me sometimes when one piece is so color coordinated on one side or so color heavy on one side and then a different color on the opposite side. So just to kind of, the same way you look at the proportions of the glass, have proportions of the color. Can I get a pair of tweezers?
Another technical question. I want to take the paint and make it into a stem.
Beautiful, beautiful cut. Sounds like we got another technical question. Someone's interested in making cane for the stem of a goblet. Now, we've done that before, but the problem is we can do that as an individual stem. But really, to get the cane to stick on there and be strong enough, when you're applying something, the way we put that stem on there was so hot. You put a ball of hot glass on there and melt it into it, stretch it out, and shape it. You can't really just stick a cane on one side and stick it on the opposite side. It just won't be a strong enough connection. You won't be able to shape it when it's hot. Glass blowing is all about working the glass while it's hot. Everything comes out smoother. You kind of coax it along in the process. You never want... Theoretically, it's, I guess, possible, yeah, but I would never take a custom order for that. I just wouldn't be confident it would come out in a stable manner. So here comes a lip wrap. This thing is looking real good. Nice and thin for the wine glass kind of situation.
Looking good. That went on pretty creamy.
Super creamy. Chris, have you done holly leaves before?
No, not really.
Nope.
But I think I can do them. These are going to be probably on the bottom of the cup, right on the top part of the Evolio, because that stem, you can't really add anything onto a stem like that.
Correct. That's what we spoke about.
But it's going to be nice. Some little berries on there.
Pretty cool texture up there. Now it did happen to come out a little more of a goblet than a snifter shape, but I don't think Sharon's gonna have any problems. Pretty gorgeous. It is white, that's a beautiful white. And it's actually got some transparency to it too.
All right, so now it's holly time.
Holly time. I'm gonna hit it one time with the paddle down here and hand it right to you.
All right, some green bits.
There's the handoff. So here comes some green. I'm gonna bring over this beautiful emerald green, holly green, if you will, and we're gonna see how Chris puts together these. Sharon likes? All right, Sharon. Is this enough for two, or you think just one of them?
I think it might be enough for two.
Okay. By asking that question, I'm deciding how much color to put on here. I don't want to put color all the way up on the clear, all the way on the end of the pipe, or up on the top of the pipe, if I'm not going to be using it all. But right now, I'm going to coat the entire mass in that beautiful green, so that just in case he does take both off of here, that second leaf is going to have the same amount of color.
I think that's probably going to be good. Just get it nice and hot.
Okay. Oh, thought we were going on the foot there. Nice. How about a nice zoom in on what the leaf he's making with the zoom? One leaf's on there on the bottom of the cup. Here comes number 2. And we still got that ornament red cane out here.
Might be able to get 3 off of your batch here.
Well, isn't a holly kind of sprig 2 leaves and 2?
I think it's 3 leaves.
Really? All right. Bonus leaf. Oh yeah. Using the butter knife there, folks. Holy.
It's all right.
We want to have those little red berries right there so that she completely can have her hand just feeling them there, getting all holiday action going on.
Yeah, so what I was saying about the butter knife, it's a little different than our traditional leaf application because a holly leaf's a little bit different. Instead of using the leaf crimps and putting those veins of the leaves in there, he's using the butter knife to sculpt each individual cut into the leaf. That's looking really good.
The pattern from the inside, like a little ability to see through, is so nice.
Super nice. How the
All
white
right.
burns away a little.
Jake, I'm going to give this to you so I can put some berries. I could put berries on a red bit, I think. A red bit over there, maybe a little bit bigger. Because I think that might be too small. That'll be the size of like a BB.
There's a bigger chunk in the thing.
We do have a pretty thick chunk here.
I'll take that. And I'll have
Very
you
nice.
keep this puppy warm for me.
Now the trick here when it comes to this with this thin stem is going to be keeping it warm so it doesn't crack, but also not too hot that when we lean it on one side for him to put the berries on it, it doesn't go completely off center. So Chris is taking a moment here to heat up the size, the mass. Glass likes to ball up when you get it hot. So just by heating the end of it, turning it, he's letting that totally turn into a spherical shape.
Okay, flip. Oh, look, there you go.
Berry number 1. Nice size, that's the perfect size. Take a flash. Letting it fall on center and stay round. Oh, that looks good. Wow. That actually helps having it at that angle for you because the goblet's not falling off center as much.
Right.
Give this 1 second to stabilize.
3 berries should be good.
There we go. It's coming in with another one, a little bit bigger than the last. More of a mature berry. This is pretty high stakes right here, folks. Yep. Gotta let it stay like that so it doesn't droop. Stay round. Flashing very deep so that I heat up the glass that's connected on the bottom.
Can you take a peek at it? Just flip it for 1 second to look. All right, good. I'm going right in between the 2 of them.
Yep, set of 3. It sounds beautiful. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. A little extra love for Sharon there.
That's beautiful. What a cool piece. I think Sharon's got some of the most unique pieces out there. Eclectic pieces.
Those are nice and round.
Those are perfect. It looks really good.
All right, so a GA stamp's gonna go somewhere on there. You wanna bring it on over to me?
You want to put it on the bottom? It's a wine glass.
All righty.
Put it on the bottom. Maybe give Marcy one view inside the cup too before we knock it away, because that is some serious action. Zoom.
And then up on the berries here.
Yeah. That is tight. Holy moly. Okay, I'm getting the forks because we're not going to be putting it away with the claw. Too fragile of a piece. So I'll preheat the forks, let them sit here for a hair. A little bit of water on this connection. Chris is going to knock it off nice and gentle. Some kind of craziness going on over here.
Whoa.
Beautiful break. That just came off really nice. I probably don't need to be torching it, but we just do it
Don't
just in
forget the
case.
stamp.
Oh, that's why I'm torching it.
They're nice and hot.
Thank you. All right, and we're taking it to the right side here. Perfect.
All right, Sharon.
Beautiful.
What the heck, man? I don't know about this collection. Woo.
Pretty serious.
It's a nice one.
Pretty darn nice.
Gosh,
Beautiful addition.
I love it.
And the only basket star that actually lived too.
And the only basket weave that lives. She does have the OG with the star. Wheel of Names, I heard it.
Special holiday pricing too.
I did already mention to people that these cups were special holiday pricing. Wheel of Names, folks. What's this for? What's happening right now? We're doing the Wheel of Names, folks. This is how we give away glass, and we didn't really have 1 second to build it up, but that's the person who is winning this sweet piece over here, folks.
And request to do the table again.
Boom.
Remember, this was a child's mug, or if you do have to like take it out after your child's drinking his juice out of it before he went to bed, you could drink eggnog out of it.
Because what didn't we put into our glassware?
Hot liquid, no hot liquid.
Yep, and I've never drinking hot eggnog, so that's perfect.
Ugh, sounds curdly.
It would get curdly, guys, but you definitely want to fill it up to about right here with your spiced rum, and then just that really thick cottage cheese delicacy of eggnog just
Making
right
it
in
sound
there.
So terrible.
Well, you know, I'm just not your eggnog type of guy, but once the child's in the sack, you bust this puppy out.
There's
Super
oat
nice.
dog now.
Oatnog.
Oatnog.
All right.
Do we have a name?
No. Oh, we do.
Oh.
She's writing it up. Wait a second. Come back.
I'm here.
So, Twitch. How many people? That's right.
Oh,
Twitch.
right.
How many people are out there that are Twitch followers? Or ask your kids or your grandkids.
Yeah.
If we get 8 more followers tonight, we go to a new level because we just started this platform.
All right, push it,
So-
folks. Push it.
Maybe you don't buy our glass. Maybe you just watch the show. Maybe you buy a ton of our glass.
It
If you
doesn't
know
cost
what,
anything to be a follower.
yeah. If you know what Twitch is,
It's free.
Twitch us.
It's
What do
free.
you say?
Follow us.
And
Follow us. You
Subscribe.
Don't have to be
just have a
subscriber.
Twitch.
No, not a subscriber. Follower.
Follower. Follow
So
us.
just hit the heart. So Judy.
Judy's a longtime viewer, longtime fan of ours, folks. Judy Dobbins, congratulations. You got a sweet piece here tonight. Another amazing giveaway. That's 140 giveaways. I haven't had a chance, I don't think, to sign the bottom of it.
Yeah,
nope, I
signed.
did. That is signed 139.
Look at that sweet little ribbon handle, guys. We don't do
Super
these
tight.
very often. We busted it out because holiday presents, ribbons, come on.
So wrong.
My gosh.
We did have quite a few requests to go over the board here, so
Yes.
maybe we want to go over. These are not the board. This is the items we did during the VIP Christmas event this past Sunday the 5th. We got number 1,
Those are wintergreen.
The wintergreen slug. We've got the ice penguin. He's got an ice hat and an ice candy cane.
On an iceberg.
A Michigan icicle candy cane.
On an iceberg.
On an iceberg.
Yep. Then we got the super double bumper.
Crazy hat. That was from a poll. All these pieces we did a poll for, and it got your guys' inspiration involved
Number 4.
in the piece.
Yep. Everybody voted to have number 4. Make sure that we put red ornaments all over there to make sure that this Michigan pine was a Christmas season pine.
And I think, Chris, you did highlight how when we do multiples and we say that we're going to make multiples of a piece and we sell maybe 5 slugs, we match them and we make them as similar as possible, but they're all handmade. But look at how similar these two are. someone is getting this as a giveaway. Someone purchased this one. And just to remind everyone, every piece on the table here was a giveaway from the VIP show. And that's the perks of buying a $15 ticket to watch our shows.
Yeah, everything we made that whole day for 5 hours we gave away. As soon as we got done making it, we did the Wheel of Names and raffled it off. And a lot of people got a lot amazing pieces.
Look at this guy. Look at this tree.
Yep, that was the one with the star flying out of the sky and landing there. Look at this. The Christmas North Star on the patty. That is cool.
The snow fell.
And then we've got the amazing snowflake tasting glass. And then we had these that we gave away from our living room. These were the very first prototypes we did, and we gave those away, and somebody got those pieces too.
So just to remind everyone why we do these shows and why we do these VIP exclusive shows is because it's all about exclusivity and products that are one of a kind. And we're gonna do them seasonally, and they're things that we don't necessarily want to. In a sense, it's so other glass blowers might not see some of our higher end and super exclusive to the Glass Academy products. And we think it's a really cool thing that you join us on a different platform, have a different way of doing polls and interacting with us. And it's a pretty cool thing. We're learning every time, we're growing every time, and we get feedback from you and do a poll every single time. So our next show, our next exclusive VIP show, folks, and we've hinted at it a couple times, is going to be in late January, perhaps early February, but the boss knows. But it's going to be a monster show.
Doesn't mean it's going to be huge and funny looking and weird and scary. It's going to be about monsters.
We're going to make monsters.
Monsters in glass, just like that book.
Yep.
Yep. What was that book, The Monsters? Remember the little monsters? It was something to do with monsters. No one remembers it?
You lost us both.
Man.
All I heard was monsters.
Someday I'll remember it and tell everybody out there, but...
Well,
So what are we doing now?
it's going to be amazing, but let's
Well,
take a look.
take a
We're going
look.
back to Gnomeville. This one's going to be a gnome matching similarly with Kelly's other gnome, but this one is going to have a Santa hat on it.
And for everyone out there who hasn't had something custom made, Kelly's sitting at home with her son and her hubby, watching these pieces being made before her very eyes, and tell me that's not going to be something cool to open up under the Christmas tree. So make sure you guys get your Christmas orders into Jake so we can get you on the live feed. It's going to be really cool.
Also want to give a shout out to some extra special people in the Cleveland Institute hospital right now because she's not doing too well. She's stable.
Yep.
But shout out to everybody at the hospital doing the best they can. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. We're sending
Lots
our
of
energy
love.
to
Lots of
you,
love.
girlfriend. Take it easy, heal up. We miss you and are hoping for a quick recovery.
All
All
Beautiful.
right, so now it's time. Jake's doing Gnome Town. He's going to Gnome Town, guys,
Take it to Gnome Town. Let's do it.
with a Santa's hat.
I was almost tempted in my brain. It's going to be a red body, kind of Santa style, but I imagined a gnome with a little puffy white bunny tail. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but I saw it, and it could be some kind of cute custom order if we do when it comes around to extravaganza season. We do some gnomes with some bunny hats.
Oh, yeah. What, gnomes with bunny ears?
That's right.
I like it. All right. Did you show these guys our peppermint candies that you've been making eyes out of?
We didn't show those off.
These are the peppermint eyeball marinis that we made for the peppermint slugs. Check them out. They almost look like you want to toss one in and start sucking on it because that's peppermint flavored. But
don't
you don't
bite
want
on it.
to. You don't want to do that because these things do have sharp edges until they're melted in. But that's what the eyes are made out of with the peppermint slugs, guys.
I'm going to have to make an executive ask here and call for a camera switch.
All right, sounds good. I'll switch it up.
Talk about what? I did mention the polls. Michelle was reminding us to talk about the polls and how you can interactively create the piece with us and be a part of the process. It's a pretty sweet addition on top of everything else about those VIP shows.
Yeah.
And we do have an Instagram poll up right now. And if any of you are following us on any of the three situations that we stream onto, we've really started to, thanks to the addition of Sam doing a lot of our online streaming information, we've really started to pump up all the social media.
We want to know what
all
you guys
over.
are thinking, because we can't make products that you want if we don't know what you're thinking. So please do your best to answer them. We're going to be kind of a little bombarded with them. I know that's really annoying sometimes, but if you see it, just type yes or no or whatever. Just give us a hint, please.
We love seeing the polls. That's how we learn from you, and it's fun. It's interactive. I love being a part of polls. I don't know if anybody's ever been in any of those college experiments, not experiments, but
Oh boy.
Surveys.
Jake remembers back when he was in college at Alfred, and they asked him to come into this little room, and they did an experiment on
One
him.
time,
no.
one time.
No wonder I'm
Sometime.
just a little weird sometimes.
Tech support over there, guys. Anyone see Elaine or Dana on there?
That's what I was gonna say too. We
That's my mom. She said she's gonna be watching tonight, but
we got the Plusinski grandparents on there as well. They should be logged in by now.
Otto and Francis, nice to see you guys. Elaine, if you're watching,
Hello?
nice to see you too.
Grandma.
Some type of treachery with the computer or iPad. It's
Good.
okay. We'll get you on here next week.
How does that happen so much, that computer treachery? It happens to me too all the time.
I can get slow internet.
Slow internet, that'll do it real fast.
Or I need to update something.
Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff.
How does everybody feel about our brand new internet and our multi-streaming function and this gimbal? Our technology is off the charts these days.
You guys don't see it right now. I'm
Take a
holding
paddle.
the camera and I'm actually doing a high energy tap dancing.
Yep.
performance.
Jig? Oh, you're doing a
And
jig?
The camera
Good.
is perfectly smooth. I mean, I'm shaking it around right now, and it's not doing anything except for being perfectly
vanilla.
focused.
These footsies, I believe, are going to be brown.
Now, there's a difference between footsies and hardcore no.
Yeah, let's do these tobacco. Yeah, well, Marcy was putting the footsies thought in my brain. Far left one.
All right, guys. Well, she's gathering up some footsies over there. Power move.
Let me get a Maurice off it first. You can do a little bigger gather and then just make the rest of the feet.
Alright, I went crazy. There you go. There's your one foot. What do you want? This one?
Tobacco, yep.
I was just like, rather more. I'm gonna do 3 coats because it's kind of too big.
Just on the tip. Shouts out, Carrie.
We love ya. All right.
I got the body shaped up. It actually looks eerily similar to that brown that I did on the last one, but this is a bright red right here. I promise you, and you will see it when that piece is complete.
Yeah, we all know red is brown when it's hot. And that piece is still about 1600. Let me see.
Yep.
1642 degrees. That's right.
Incoming.
He's got a great thermostat, never really fails. I've had to get mine checked up on a couple times this past year. I'm gonna go a little bigger on these boots.
Nice. Because these boots are made for snow. That's all right by me.
That's what the gnomes do.
These days, this snow is going to stomp all over.
Holy butter knife.
No butter?
Nope, it disappeared.
Here's the butter knife supply.
I think Chris could be labeled the master of tool at knockoff bench depositor. That's what they call him, folks.
Yep, I save the day. Every time there's a tool missing, I just grab it, put it back. I'm amazing.
I'm ready for you.
You can only sculpt with the butter knife, folks. This is a general rule for all glass blowing. You
Look
can
at how much-
only sculpt with the butter knife if the glass is buttery enough.
Yeah. Yep. That's the rule.
It's true.
It's
the
true.
glass was solid, like some type of like frozen caramel. You'd be able to sculpt it with a butter knife. You'd have to use a
Caramel
chisel.
cadaver.
Yeah. Look at them patting it up real good, guys. The pat stir.
Ooh.
There's that red cane that we use to make those sweet little berries on that holly wine glass we just did. Our second custom order of the evening.
Let's see how this guy sits. Oh, so cozy.
Those feet are pretty stomped.
Oh yeah.
Might get lipstick on the pipe.
Microphone died again. It's all you, Jake.
Dead microphone. Treachery. No problem.
Well, all right, folks.
So onto the beard here. And Marcy, for not having, that's perfect. For not having done this before, has brought some pretty good bits. I was working with that last one, those boots. That was a really large bit, and that's because I asked her to give me a little bit of the Maurice for the bottom, and then use the rest for the feet. And then thinking of 3 different bits, she kind of gathered up a little bit too much. It works perfectly fine. Only a little, she says, but yeah, that's kind of the working with a team. You're always going through stuff like that. I've realized that specifically the way I work is a lot of times Marcy will be like, what color should I make this for? And I'll be like, green. And then I'll be like, no, do it white. And then I'll go back to green. So she does a kind of walk back and forth the majority of the time. Should I take a heat or are you ready? But that's what happens when you work in teams, folks. There's all kinds of stuff you got to learn about each other and how each other works. It's like playing a sport.
You gotta learn your teammates.
Yep. So I like to get that slightly flattened down first. I give it a nice heat to heat back up the outside where I touched it. And then I've got enough thickness here to grab and maneuver multiple awesome gnomey beard twists. Nice. And this is actually more important than I thought. I've tried to make gnomes without this move before, but I don't have to worry about burning the white here when I'm torching it because I'm going to cover it up with the nose. But if I don't do this move and give it a nice little indent right on the top for that nose placement, then the nose just doesn't sit right in the beard. It doesn't look like it's part of the same process. Yes. And Marcy knew better than I did. I was going to ask for the nose, but she said punny, and I said, that's right. So, we got red body, we got a metallic kind of tobacco brown, we got a white beard. We're gonna get that same brown schnoz, and then I'll be passing it off again to Chris, and he's gonna be doing the top, which is gonna be a ridiculous Santa hat on top of it. Kind of like probably we do snowmen, but it's up to him. It's an artist's choice. And I think Kelly's gonna be pretty happy with this. 3 collaborations on the night.
Gracious.
Chris is back on the mic, folks. Quick work from tech support, as always, doing an amazing job.
Give me a
lower
thumbs
that
up,
back end.
guys. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I got a new microphone on right now. Punty action going on here. We're right on the underside of this gnome. That's why they're so irritable. Every time they get punted up, they get a 2,000-degree rod stuck right on their butt. It hurts.
Ouch.
So they're ornery.
But that's the only way we can hold them.
You're right. It's the safe spot to hold one without getting stomped.
We got thumbs up for Mike's situation.
All right.
Thank you, Marcy. Beautiful punny. And a schnauzer.
Shannon.
A nice big schnauzer. Let's make this one like he's really sniffing something. No, not stiff.
You gonna give him a couple
Sniff.
nostrils?
Nah.
Oh boy.
Nostrils are nice.
I might have to add some nostril pokes when I get a hold of it.
No good. I did just see the COVID set leave the station over there, folks.
I'm telling you guys that COVID set is so weird.
Yes, like we were saying, those are all one-of-a-kinders, folks. So as those leave, sometimes we'll do multiples. As those get purchased, they're going to leave the table. And like Chris was saying, if you're thinking tomorrow morning, you better check back on the website because throughout the week they do continue to sell.
And these are all one and dones, right?
That's right, one and dones.
So while they're manipulating the nose to get it in there, let's check it out, you guys. Remember, number 13 is the COVID Christmas tree, and that thing has some gnarly root system down on the bottom. Check that out. Number 13, guys, I have no idea what the price is. You're gonna have to figure that one out online. But also these beautiful deep ruby, gold ruby and iris gold wine glasses. Talk about having some champagne on New Year's Eve with your best,
I'm ready.
bestest. That's nice. Or red wine, whatever you like. A little
Schnoz
bourbon.
application.
A little bourbon. Number
Big
8.
schnoz.
We got schnoz application. I heard it honking over here. It was like, honk.
That's on there good. The other thing I like to mention, or we don't really mention that much, is that when we're watching the show here, we've got maybe 100 on Facebook, maybe 20 or so viewers on YouTube, maybe 30 or so on Twitch. But when you look at the stats a week later, when those products are live all week long, we get at least 2,500 views on every video we put out on at least Facebook. So you got to think about that when you're looking at those one-of-a-kind pieces. And throughout the week,
it's rare
goes
that
down.
anything makes it till the next week. It's usually all gone, all out there, especially Christmas time.
Which is what we love because we want to make more work. We just want to make more glass and become better glass blowers. But that's a schnoz. That guy is looking like he is straight out of Gnomeville. And I think we're about to go for a swip swap.
The Christmas, what is this one? The
Christmas
the
hat,
Santa
red hat, white trim, white tassel.
All right, handing it off. There it goes.
And look how smooth that handoff was, folks. If we didn't have this gimbal, I probably would have dropped the thing on the floor.
Red bit.
Big red bit.
All right. And then we'll do a white wrap on it.
Just looking to get some comments over
And actually,
here.
we're going to do a white,
in next to
we're
the
going to do a
mold.
red patty. Then we'll put a red bit on that. We just got done making the tree. That's right, it does. And we won't be able to do anything that covers a gnome's nose if we do it the way that we made old hats. So this is a totally new way of doing hats.
Okay.
So you're going to bring me a nice big size bit that we're going to squash and put on, or you're going to drop it on, I'll squash it over the nose, then you bring me another red bit. And then we'll put the white trim around that squasher. Yes.
Look at all the love for tech support.
You guys hear me talking in the background. Well, Jake's kind of...
I was just listening.
Yeah, but I'm saying you always have to talk with your assistant and you got to work through the process so that your assistant knows what you want. And most of the time, the assistant doesn't know what you want because
they can't read your brain.
With this custom stuff that we're doing, one of a kind, I just looked at Marcy and I was like, you know, we just want this kind of hat. And she's looking at me like, I don't even know what you're talking about because I can't read your mind. And I explained it to her and she was like, oh, and then I knew she got it. And now it's going to be perfect.
That's
so
what
don't worry,
about.
Riker. We won't end up with a cowboy hat on this guy.
Nicole, what's your son's name? I haven't even seen the hat I'm wearing yet, but I'm sure it's a good one.
What, you going to go another coat or one more coat? Yeah.
All right, Joyce got the COVID glasses. That's beautiful. That's 2 of the last 4 that we have. Joyce.
Nice.
We got Rocks Glass COVID Rocks glasses. Those are 1 of 2. I said the waffle glasses and the Rocks glasses we do have on the website. We make each of those handmade to order as the other products. So.
Show them number 4. Show them the pinkies again, man. I'm telling you, I don't know why they're still there. Those things are gorgeous, Jake. You made those.
I know.
Those are some of the nicest cups you've ever made.
I know. They're pretty freaking nice.
They're tight.
Maybe I'm not talking about them because I kind of want to take them
Somebody's going to be
home.
toasting on New Year's Eve with those.
Big time. New Year's is coming up fast. You do need a nice toast. Looks like we've got a nice red cap to start things off here.
I'll use the rest of that for the next bit.
Boom.
Just heat it up good and marver it.
So he's going to shape this up. This is that bottom patty that might be covering the eyes up here on this gnome. Karen, if you're interested in buying just red and white candy canes, I'm not 100% sure which specific candy canes we have up on the website here. I know we've got some in the gallery if you're local, but if there's anything specific like that that anybody out there is really looking for, send us a message because we do have a large selection of candy canes that we rotate each year, but we've been making candy canes for 20 plus years, so there's many color combos, and red and white is obviously your classic, so I know we've got something for you.
I'll take it.
Just reach out to us if you're interested in something like that. I can't get to it now while I'm on the show. It's looking real good. What are the hours for Batch Gallery? That's a great question here in Dearborn, Michigan, and they're in the comments. Thank you again, Tech Support over here. Got to give them a pass by. They love the camera so much. But there's our gallery over there, folks. Lights off because we're streaming right now. No music, but it is a beautiful gallery. And whoa, Chris just put on the serious Santa topper. My goodness. Look at that. What a cut. That white beard is really sticking out. This guy's looking sweet.
White Town going to Little Tasty Brim.
Let me show Stephanie over here. The smallest would have to be for drinking liquor, either 11, these brandy snifters with gold trim and a gold GA stamp on the opposite side, or number 2 are perfect, and they're a little thicker than your traditional tumbler. Those are perfect for liquor on the rocks for sure. And those are, I'm an only liquor drinker. I don't drink any beer, so I'm used to the rocks glasses. I know what I prefer.
You said you drink wine. That's different from liquor.
I guess I drink wine too. The other one that's super important, you're going for another Coda White, that we haven't shown much is number 10. These are the perfect tall gin and tonic glasses, or even water glasses. These are ice and water glasses.
I don't think
these are beautiful for the morning. I've got a nice schedule where I wake up and I've got a large mug that I made that I drink 1 glass of water out of every morning. It keeps me on a hydrated schedule, and that's super important. John, shipping cutoff for USA Christmas delivery. We don't have that quite figured out yet, but I've got to say it's going to be a week or 2 from now. It depends on the product, because some products we're making to order, some products, here we go.
Straight up.
We have on deck and ready to go. So it depends on the product, but we'll keep you updated on that for sure. Look at this. Ooh, nice bit, Marcy. Nice application. Oh, he's going for the trim. Look at this. He's hardly cutting it. That takes, it's actually pretty precise what he's doing, and he's working fast. He wants to get all the way around before it's too stiff to manipulate, and he did it. That's a beautiful shot. It's looking great.
So the white tassel like this or something longer?
White tassel, let's see, boom. Something like that I think is gonna do just right.
Little ball?
Oh yeah. This gnome is amazing. Right now, folks, gnomes are custom order only. We may do a gnome show coming up in the future and possibly in the new year before the Monster VIP show, where we're gonna be sculpting handmade from our artist brains, monsters in glass. Beautiful glowing pipe. But we do love the gnomes, and they're coming together beautiful. Big white puffball on top, that's right. Catherine, thank you very much. Have a beautiful evening.
Yep.
Oh, and look at that, wow. This is a first here, folks. Judy has just recently won, and I forget, I think it might have been on the VIP show that she has won a giveaway. And Judy, with her kind heart and soul, is asking us to spin the wheel of names again because she just won so recently, folks. That's, I guess tech support's saying that's up to you guys. Oh, how about maybe the grandma grabbers?
I'll get it, I'll get it. You got time, no calmness, only the ball came
nice
off.
and calm, folks. We're gonna get back to that in a second. He just torched the punny, got a lot of heat on it. He's gonna grab the fallen gnome. This has happened before. These gnomes really don't like that hot pipe on their rear end. And oh my God.
Always good.
It's on the pipe again. This has happened before. I don't know why these gnomes don't like being on the pipe. They just hate the heat down there.
They're ornery.
Oh my God, and he saved it too.
All
you
right.
saw his face, his beard is all unscuffed and strong.
Everything's perfect. Nothing
Oh
except
my
for the
God.
tassel came
The
off.
tassel popped off, so we're gonna need another white tassel. Marcy's on it, oh my God.
I love it. This guy's a spunky one.
Wow.
The other one must be,
We could call him the Spunk Master.
the other one must be the calm one. I think they're both pretty spunky.
Getting back to what I was saying a second ago, Michelle, did you hear the news? Let's hear it in your words with your face. Yes! Super sweet, super appreciative. And here's my mic.
Very kind. You know, and I do the same thing. It's like we try to give everyone a fair shot. So Judy, we appreciate you and thank you for doing that.
Judy, you're the bomb diggity. I don't remember. Remind us in the chat what you had got. What's your most recent giveaway? But congratulations, whoever's next. The second chance. That is awesome. Lisa, spreading the love. Judy, you're the bomb.
What other questions you got for us?
What other
guys?
questions do we got? Wine glass, that's right. Question from the back. From the back, yes.
Twitch asked me if it's difficult working with makeup, and I say no. If I'm sweating a lot, obviously I don't want it in my eyeballs. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's no issue aside from like lipstick on a blow cut.
Yeah.
No, I lie. I digress. I disagree. In the
Marcy's saying it's
summer,
not difficult
when
to work with
900 degrees
makeup.
and you're just sweating from every area of your body.
Whoa, in between your big toe
In between
and
your
your
big
first toe?
That's why we wear flip-flops.
This
All right,
guy, this
ready?
gnome is sweet. Lots of
Go
love for
straight and take
Judy.
one flash and I'll be ready.
And then after this, we'll do the Wheel of Names. Gabby's ready when we are.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to Gabby because I throw 50,000 things at her and she balances them all.
Lots of love for Gabby. Tech support action extraordinaire.
Did you tell them what's happening tomorrow?
What is happening tomorrow? Tell them.
Tomorrow, Grainger. Do you guys know what Grainger is? I say it's like the Home Depot of tools for construction workers, artists, manufacturing, businesses. Grainger's coming to do a photo shoot here at the Glass Academy. What?
It's a commercial, isn't it?
It's a commercial.
A commercial?
Kind of like Duck Feet was. Well, I don't know if it's a commercial. We'll find out the details tomorrow.
It's marketing for them
Yes.
and for us.
Yeah.
And it's a
because we
video,
use
so it's
their
a commercial.
Yeah. So it's going to be super cool. We're going to be in the shop. We're going to be working with those guys for whatever they really want, and we've got the day scheduled already with glass blowing. This is going to be a bonus addition to the day. Look at the little bend he's putting in the Santa hat. These are some of the nicest gnomes we could have made. And they grow every time, folks, and that's what's cool. I guess it's not necessarily better or worse, but imagine and remember the first slugs we made. They've all got their own
Civilization
style.
evolves.
Civilization evolves, glass evolves, our brains evolve, and we're growing every day. And that's what the beauty with custom orders is, to push us to new limits. Kelly sent over a couple pictures, just like pick art pictures.
Is that Peter Piper
Pickle, man.
You know, and I want to say, Judy, another thing about the contest is that they vary between like 90 some and 170 every week. So your chances are pretty good.
Pretty good chances. 1 in 100 if you've gone through 140 shows. I know some of you have not won one yet, and I know that's just craziness, but it's randomness. People would like to know what the giveaway for next week is, and since we're about to go into overtee and the phone's going to die, I'll tell them, because Chris actually foresaw the future in saying that his warmer upper was going to be the giveaway, and I think it's fair.
I'll make another one.
Say, there's no need because the phone's going to die and it's 8 o'clock.
No, I'll make another one for the giveaway, and that one can still be for sale because it's the smallest tree you've ever made, so someone might want it.
Yeah, you could come in tomorrow
So I'll
morning and
make
make a
another
nice
one.
little one.
For
Sounds
sure,
good.
I'd love to.
Perfect.
Look at
Check
that.
him out, folks.
Watch this attitude.
He is pretty darn sassy. Look at the schnoz. The schnoz says everything about the sass factor.
He's got a little whiskey nose, man.
Oh my God. Marcy's like, what the? Wow, beautiful piece, super cool piece. We're gonna finish the show by picking our experimental show words and by doing one more wheel of names, folks. Let's get this guy into the annealer first and make sure that this is going to be a good thing. Here we go, a little water on there, we're coming over. It's a tobacco nose, so it's kind of like a metallic brown schnoz. It looks like he's almost taking a nap right now. I hope he doesn't get extra angry with this extra heat on his bottom right now, but there's nothing you can do.
Just make some more ornery. Just tell Kelly and Riker to make sure they're careful.
Karen, we know this one didn't crack, and the reason that they're a little sturdier than usual is because they're solid. And actually they're not solid, but I blew him pretty darn thick. It's a heavy little gnome. He's sturdy and strong, and he sits great. Wow.
Well, when they're still hot, they got a little elasticity to them if something like that happens.
Very true.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Woo! That's a nice one.
That's a beauty.
It bounced. That adds some serious mojo in there. You saw Marcy and I both like this.
Oh my God.
I was like over there, and I heard something, and I went, fuck. And I looked around and I went, fuck.
Well,
All right.
Beautiful awesomeness, folks. That was super good. Great show. We got 2 more things to do now. Thank you, Marcy. The first one being, Michelle, before we do the wheel of names, shall we pick our 2 experimental show words a piece?
I forgot to put the new words in.
We'll do the new words next week, folks. Thank you for adding new words to it. You got 2?
Yeah, you want me to go show them?
Yeah, I'll pull 2.
Glowing.
Glowing, didn't we already have that one?
Glowing beach.
Glowing beach.
I had twinkling and now I have glowing.
Well, good thing we're working with glass and not clay.
I had glowing.
I got
that one
wispy
day.
and wrinkled. I think these are repeats.
Wispy and wrinkled.
We've had wispy already.
All right, so throw wispy away.
I'll get rid of wispy. I'm going for a
You
freshie.
had glowing already too.
Yeah.
Because I did the
'Cause you had
glowing
glowing.
Oh, okay.
crown of thorns.
All right.
Fluffy and wrinkled. 2 adjectives.
Nice.
Not much to work off of there, but there's plenty to work off of, I'm
last
sure.
one.
Never ending amount.
Yeah. All right, Michelle with her final one. Wet beach. Wet and beach.
That's really
There
funny.
you go.
So that's for our experimental show on Thursday at a spontaneous time where we're going to make prototypes of random cool pieces, Michelle and I, on Thursday. Then we do the annealer reveal on Sunday. But
And Granger's coming Thursday, so.
and Granger will be your
probably later.
Thursday. Here's the wheel of names. One final one, the redraw after Judy so kindly passed this giveaway off. And her email's out of there. If she got drawn again, I would have done a backflip and hurt my head. But here it comes. I don't know that name, folks. Hopefully that's a brand new winner. We're gonna get that name on paper in 1 second. Why don't we just take a look at the table one last time? I don't know if Gabby's been pulling these here, but these 3, if they haven't been sold, it's pretty ridiculous. Those are live feed pieces, mugs and drinkware, handmade last week.
Look at this one. I like these.
Those are so tight. Look at the gold stamp on the opposite side. Look at them
Oh,
both.
I didn't
Look at
even
that.
notice that. I like those though.
Those turned out so beautiful.
And then
You
you
got
get
the
to
Michigan State specials.
Oh yeah.
Someone asked about the smallest ones, and that was these. And I want to say again, if you look down at that one, look at the swirls, and there's a round ball of thickness. They're very heavy, cool holding, super beauties.
And those got
It's got the gold brown stamp too. Amazing. And then one final reminder, folks, the E-News giveaway question for next week, if you're interested in winning free glass, winning a miniature tree. What is your favorite part of our glass? You send that answer to E-News, you email it to us, enews@glassacademy.com, and that's how you win.
so challenge winner.
Challenge winner was me. I'm gonna show you guys the trophy. I'll bring it over next week with the newly signed name on there, and we're gonna have an amazing show on Thursday. Sunday we'll show off all the products, and we're gonna be getting the name here. Before we sign it off, here it is, folks. Congratulations to Kathleen. Kathleen Polito. Congratulations, you've got the sweet piece that has already been set aside because we thought someone already won it. But have a beautiful night, everyone. It's been a beautiful show. We will catch you all in a couple days.